So today's verbal jujitsu example is going to be about taking a tough situation and turning people who were kind of enemies into your friends. And this was something that actually happened to me, that by the end of this, I had people who were jeering me and making fun of me actually clap and applaud me. So how to do that? So first of all, started out in the first inning of a baseball game. This was in college, and I made an error. And these guys are right over there by the third base line, just making fun of me, just nonstop jokes, just being rough college kids. And then I go up to hit in the next half inning, and they're nonstop. Hope you can hit better than you can field. I mean, they just kept going from afar. And so they were doing such a good job of this that I hear the umpire behind me just start cracking up. He's chuckling. The umpire is laughing at these guys making fun of me while I'm hitting. And it's the first inning, right? It's about as bad as you can get. And by the end of the game, these guys are applauding me. So what do I do? Now I go out to the field in the second inning, and they're still all over me. And I turn over and I just say, "Hey, you guys had the umpire laugh at me when I was up at the plate last inning." And I immediately hear this like, "What'd you say?" I must have not said it loud enough. So now I'm in this decision point where I've said what I think maybe will turn them, and they're questioning me really, really hard. And I either turn tail and run or lean into it. So I leaned into it, and I doubled down and said, "You guys were doing such a good job making fun of me. You had the umpire cracking up last half inning when I was batting." And all of a sudden the mood just changes, complete 180, and they stopped making fun of me. And they were actually saying like, "Okay, this guy's all right. He's the opposing team, but he's actually a decent guy." And then the epitome of this whole story comes about 4 or 5 innings later, where I make a really nice play at third base, and these guys actually stand up and applaud. Whereas in the first inning, they were making fun of me so much, they were doing it in the field, yelling all the way to the plate, and the umpire was laughing at me. But that was just a prime example of verbal jiu-jitsu, of taking a situation where there almost feels like there's no way out, and you've got enemies on all sides. And that one line where I just leaned into it and let them know that they were winning. "Hey, you guys know you did such a good job making fun of me. The umpire was cracking up back there when I was hitting." That one line turned the whole thing around and took a whole game's worth of what would have been a terrible experience into them cheering for me. So verbal jiu-jitsu, turning enemies into friends with just one phrase. Hope you like this. Hope you can apply this in some way, and hopefully I have more good stories coming up. Thanks.